Hello, this is Beauty Boss Lisa, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Boss Up with Lisa. And tonight, I would like to chat with you about the importance and the benefits of going live on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platform. Those are the ones that you choose. So let's talk about the first benefit. Well, let's talk about it's almost a need. Um, Several years ago, I started training on the fact that business was increasingly moving online. And the biggest growth area of business moving online was actually on social media, especially for small businesses, independent business people, solopreneurs. Now, big businesses were moving online too, but the importance of getting online and getting on there fast was way more important for small businesses because we just didn't have that wiggle room that the big businesses have. So COVID hit this year, COVID-19, and it just accelerated that trend. So it was already going this way, so it's never going to go back. So if someone wants to be in the industry that we're in, this beauty industry, and you don't want to be online or you don't want to go live, you're going to struggle. You're just going to struggle. There's no way around it. I see some people that are trying to build an online business by sending people to their website. That's not working for big businesses, and it's not going to really work for small businesses either. It can be part of your online strategy, but it cannot be the online strategy, because you just won't be able to generate the momentum, the volume that you would need to generate in order to stay viable and to make money in this competitive market. And this market is going to get more and more competitive. So those of us who are cutting our teeth on this industry right now are going to be miles ahead of the ones who are waiting and hoping for things to go back to the way they were. They won't go back. They will never go back. I'm not saying that this will be the only platform, but it's going to be one of the biggest and most important platforms from now until the 12th of February. Okay, so I understand that it's a bit scary for some of us. If you've never done it before, some of us has never even been online before or on social media. We had to start from scratch with the brand new Facebook page or brand new Instagram page, and then we have to try to build a business there. It can be daunting. However, you have at your disposal a whole team of people who have done it and who know how to get it done and who are willing to teach and mentor and coach you into doing it. The only variable in that is if you're willing to learn and if you're willing to do it. Everybody is less good at it than before they get good, including myself. I was not that good when I started. Very few people are really good when they start, but I've helped and I've seen people who go on to build a very incredible income, but they started out where you are right now, a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, and a little bit unsure of what to do, how to do it, when to do it. So I want to talk about that tonight. When you are in the direct sales MLM business, you are more than likely encouraged to have 2 to 3 events a week. So that could be parties. Some people call them shows. Some people call them showcases, and the list goes on and on. Demos, but the training is that 2 to 3 events a week will help you build a successful business. And it's just the same way on social media. On Facebook, 2 to 3 Facebook Lives events a week will help you build an incredible business. It will blow your mind, but you can't take shortcuts in this. You can't say, I'm really nervous, so I'm going to do one. Because just like if you were out doing a live party, if you did one a month, you would never get good because you would do it and then it'll be too much time in between before the next month came and you did another one. And everything that you learned and gained in the first one, you would have lost over that 30 days. Or even if you did one a week, you wouldn't get that good. When you do 2 to 3 a week, like clockwork, whether they're great or not, whether anybody shows up to watch or not, whether you get any sales or not, if you do that at the end of 30 days, or you're going to be okay with it. At the end of 60 days, you're going to be good with it. And at the end of 90 days, you're going to be in love with it because you're going to be in love with the results. So I see people come in and they like, oh, I can't do it. And they might do one and it was like, oh, that was so terrible. I can never do it again. Oh my goodness. If you knew what was waiting on the other side of that though, if you knew that everything you want, everything you can imagine, everything that you desire, everything that you need is on the other side of doing 2 to 3 a week for 90 days, you will get so good. Your results will be so phenomenal. You will fall so in love with this that you will come back and thank everybody that ever encouraged you to do it. So how do you do it? Well, first thing you do is you decide ahead of time what products you're going to showcase, one or more. Yes, you can start with one. And write down a couple of bullet points about it that you can memorize, but don't try to read from a script. You can have a couple of bullet points that says what this is, what does it do, who's it good for, or what is it good for. That's it. And sometimes it just looks pretty. So you can just swipe the color on your arm, the back of your hand, or your wrist, or you can hold up the bottle and show what it looks like and describe what it smells like and tell how much it costs. And then you tell the audience how they can get it. For instance, you would say, if you're interested in this product, you can give me your email address, either in the comments or in a private message, and I will send you an invoice. That's it. Okay? That's how you get the sales. Do not post your link to your website with your lives, because every time you post your link, it drives your algorithm in the social media platform down. And that means that it makes the platform show your live to less people. Okay? So you can post a link every now and then, but if you could post a link every time you go live, Facebook or Instagram will show your will put your content in front of less and less and less people. And that would defeat the purpose. Okay? So tell them that if they would like that, to give you an email address and you will send them an invoice. Okay? They can either put it in the comment or they can private message you. All right? So just get started with one product and you can finally grow to as many products as you like. Most people start with 1 to 3 products and then they might move to 5 or 6 products. And then we have some people who can do 100 products in a line. It depends on what you want to grow it to, okay? And how long you would like to go. It could be a few seconds long or it can be a few minutes long. You don't have to be on for long. Just get on, push that live button, say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I want to share some products with you today. And let's get started with our first product. Here's our first product. Okay, if you're nervous, you can put some soft music on in the background. But if you do put music on, make sure you say that you don't own the rights to that music. Okay? If you put some very softly, you don't want your music to overtake what you're saying. And then just pick up your first item and start talking. Even if you're nervous, even if it's shaking, even if your hands are shaking, even if your voice is quivering, it's okay. People, when you first start, not that many people are watching because they don't know you and they don't know that you're on there. But 1 or 2 will stop by, then 1 or 2 more will stop by, and then you build your audience a little by little by little. And let's be honest, even after you get very well known and you have a nice audience following you, most people will listen to the replay because they just don't have time to stop and watch you live. But you will get a lot of replay, and you can get orders from replays a year down the road, 2 years down the road. I've seen it happen. So going live is like putting a sale out there that keeps on selling month after month, week after week, year after year. Just because that live is over doesn't mean that your job is that you have gotten all you're going to get out of it. So that's more powerful than anything you can find out in a brick and mortar store. Okay, so I don't want to talk all night. I just want to say that there's not any way around it in this industry. If you're in this industry, you're going to have to find a way to get it done. Practice if you want to, but the best practice is to just start doing it and be okay with not being great at it until you get better, and then you get good, and then you get great. It's all right. Okay, so if there's anyone on here who's watching this who think that you know of a way to do it without going live, I'm just gonna say, oh my goodness, I fear for you. I fear for you because I know you started this business because you have hopes and dreams, and you have needs and wants. And I just know that it's going to be very difficult for you to achieve any of that if you are trying to find a way to around the system. If you're trying to not be obedient to the process. But if you are obedient to the process and go live 2 to 3 times a week, everything that you can imagine and even things that you cannot even imagine will be yours. Okay, I hope this is helpful. If you need some support when you go live, just ask some of your team members to hop on and, ask them to critique you, ask them to just watch you. And that way you can imagine that you're talking to them and you don't have to be so nervous because none of us are nervous talking to friends. We walk up to a friend or a friend walk up to us or a friend call us and we talk all the time. Don't think anything about it. So invite a friend to watch you and just imagine that you're talking to your friend. Okay, that's my final tip. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you next time on another episode of Boss Up with Lisa. Bye bye.